way that the guys just put in the shit.
Hey, what's it like in Brazil right now? Is it warm? Yeah. It's always hot, huh? Yeah.
You really suck.
This sucks more than anything that I've ever sucked before.
You getting that ass, Larry? Know what I mean? You getting that ass, Larry. That's what the fuck you do.
We are enjoying a lot about this time here in...
Why are you holding up a card to indicate a penalty? Like, there's so many different things you can do and you decide to hold up a card. That's insane to me.
Oh no, I'm stuck. Step bro, come help me.
Where is the vagina? It's a trick question because you can't see it here. You need to part the labia first.
It even sounds like they say labia. Part the labia. I swear to God, it does when they're screaming at the end. I didn't even know that, but it's just sort of blending in.
It's that idea that if somebody tells you something that you're going to hear, like, doesn't it sound like this? And then you listen to it, like you know the ghost shows or whatever. Like they go to like the haunted houses, like you hear that, and they're like, "Oh my God, did that just say beware?" And you listen to it again, all of a sudden you're beware.
Yeah. I guess that's what's happening here because I swear to God, he says labia. Then he says part the labia later on.
Labia.
All right. Well, it's all working out perfectly. Pink says it does.
I can play it again. We can listen real close.
I guess. Yeah, we could. All right. We won't do that.
It's going to eat away at our limited time that we have before the game starts.
No, the pregame show. So since I got home, been on X. I don't know why, but I'm getting political stuff. And so, I've been involved. You didn't notice my Steve Zissou hat, did you?
No, nice.
I went full Steve Zissou. Yep. Finally found a red hat. Also, it goes better with our red colors and our logo.
Women right in, yeah.
And it was time for a new hat. Those hats are all 40 years old, practically. So they needed to go. And they're not gone. I still have them back there, but I did find a nice red hat because I wanted to do the full Steve Zissou look. And here it is. Life Aquatic is a great film, by the way. Untouchables, it is one of my favorites. So, yeah, all makes sense. And with the beard and everything, I might as well just go full
Lean into it.
Bill Murray. Yep. All right. Hey, great to see so many of you here. We got 60 folks here this early. This is great. We're barely 3 minutes in. We're here to watch the USA Jamaica game. Here is the starting lineup. Could be kind of interesting. I think we could. Do you have anything you wanted to bring up prior? Or?
No. I mean, you were talking about your all your political comments earlier.
Oh yeah.
And just the whole your rhetoric whenever people bring up the word Yahtzees.
Yeah, I hate when they bring up the N-word, that ends with an I, because it really.
Be careful when you say the N-word like that. Yeah,
it trivializes the fact that a lot of people died in World War II because of that dude, and then and I said, and as someone who has lost relatives because of that H dude, then it makes it even all the more disgusting to me to hear it. So anyhow, I just say,
the only reason why I wanted to bring this up is because after you say that, JT and AZ says, no, you didn't, you lying sack of shit.
Now, I guess he doesn't know me, but that's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say that. You're not going to get a rise out of me.
I just did the huh.
Actually, he did.
What are you going to say that? Like, no, you didn't. I'm like, yeah, I did. No, you didn't. Yeah, I did.
Actually, yeah, he did. It's true. Yeah. And then, people are like assuming, well, Richie's not very Jewish name. Well, he wasn't Jewish. He was a German colonel. So my great-grandfather died. And by the way, when I was born, he would have only been in his mid to late 60s. He would have still been alive when I was born. So, it is what it is. People don't want to believe me. They can, go suck one. I don't really care. The point is they don't know the horror that they're talking about.
As somebody else quote tweeted you and said basically, I have a hard time believing this guy. And you're just like, Don't believe me. I don't care.
I really don't care.
Never, dude.
It's true.
No,
I'm
I'm gonna get really upset.
not to mention all my great uncles that died in Stalingrad, all my grandfather's brothers. Well, there were 6 of them. Well, we don't know if they died in Stalingrad. They may have been captured and sent to gulags, but more than likely they died in Stalingrad. They were no fans of Hitler. Shit, the H-man. And nor was you can imagine, after killing his father, my grandfather was no fan of the H-man. But, join the Wehrmacht was what you had to do. And my grandfather was already an officer at the time in the Wehrmacht. So, you did what you did to stay alive, I guess, and not be thrown in a concentration camp.
Yep.
And protect your family. And they all had families. So, all right.
What jersey? Whose jersey am I wearing? This is 2008 USA jersey, and I have no customization on it. It is no number, no name. Simply because I'm not a big fan of doing it because I may not necessarily feel the same way about a player as I did at that point. I mean, it would have been safe to say you could throw Dempsey or throw Donovan on there and be fine.
Yeah, that'd be fine. Well, except for Dempsey's coverage of the game.
It's like, yeah. Well, Dempsey's coverage of the game's fine. Donovan, you mean to say?
I mean Donovan's coverage.
Yeah, I was going to say Dempsey's good.
Yeah.
I like Dempsey.
Dempsey's been great. Donovan, not so much at times. But
see, well, I'll come back to that in just a sec. This would be like the point, right? Will Trepp may have like one great game, like, oh, he's awesome, I'm getting his jersey, get his jersey, and then he sucks the rest of the time. I mean, never would happen with Will Trapp. I'm just using that as an example.
He never had that great of a game.
I'm using it as an example.
You're using, but I can't think of a player in the past. Breck Shea. Okay, that's a good one.
You think Breck Shea's going to be the bee's knees?
But you would have never bought a Breck Shea shirt.
Fair. I'm just actually the only
Mixed Discarude, maybe.
That's fine.
Yeah, you might have bought a Discarude shirt.
The only customized jersey I have is a Bradley jersey, and it came customized automatically, so it didn't have much of a choice at that point.
Yeah,
which is fine. I like Bradley. I've always been a big fan of Bradley.
Realistically, what shirts are you buying? You're not buying a Breck Shea shirt. You're just not. Even back then, you're like, yeah, I don't know about that kid. I don't know how that's all going to work out. Yeah, Freddie Do. Yeah, not real sure about how that's all going to work out. Definitely not buying that shirt. I had 2 Dempsey shirts. Both of them were Fulham. Both of them are way too small for me to fit into anymore. And I had a Donovan shirt for my son, but that was an LA Galaxy shirt. I'm trying to think of some of the other ones that were USA related players. Jermaine Jones. But that, that was a real cheapy t-shirt. I can't think of anybody else I really bought a shirt off that I like. Most of the ones I bought, I knew they were going to be great guys for us. Just knew it already. Yes, your entrances are so
whatever. They're so good.
Oh,
okay, Derek. Okay.
Spot on. Thank you, Chris. We appreciate it.
I can't tell if that's a throwback to the H-man and Inward Talk.
Well, I hope not. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. Let's not even get people in.
No. I'm making the joke at the OK symbol.
Yes.
Remember?
Yeah. That was so fucking ridiculous. Chris Gary says we need new U.S. men's national team controversy. Chris and I were talking about it on X earlier. I'm sick of politics. I am so sick of it. I really am. But, I can't help getting involved sometimes. Like my Kyle Kalinske post. I've been watching Kyle since Kyle came out, right? So I've seen that drift into a place I don't like it. And so, I put out a post and it's like 10,000 people have seen it. And it's just going bazonkers. I thought I was just going to be one of hundreds of posters and no one would see it. Honestly, that's what I thought when I posted it. I did not know it would gain traction. I did not know anybody would care. And I just basically sharing my disappointment with Kyle.
Sure.
On Kyle, who, again, like I said, I followed for a long time and still do. I still follow him on X, hoping he'll figure it out.
Kevin's saying that he has no access to his TV providers, trying to log in to TNT, and it's spinning. Anyone watching on TNT? I think TNT is actually doing a simul broadcast with Netflix, which is where Derek was trying to watch the Mike Tyson fight on Saturday.
Oh my God, that was the worst.
I had no problem after doing I had to close the app, reopen it, close the app, reopen it, close it, and then finally I got in.
I didn't.
I kind of wish I didn't get in because that was a waste of fucking time.
Well, it was a waste of time because honestly, Mike Tyson should not have agreed to go fight that night. But I think he was afraid of saying, I can't do it again because his fight's already been called off once. He had no legs. No legs.
It was
none.
It was so rigged. There's people are posting a bunch of videos of him where you can clearly see him pulling back on his punches and like refraining. Because why? He doesn't. I would wager that inside that contract there was Logan must not get knocked out. So he's pulling back and he's just going the full 8 rounds. They both weren't necessarily landing great punches, and dude, it was no. If you watched the training videos before the fight,
okay,
that was not the same Tyson.
Hold on, no, it wasn't. But the Mike Tyson in the training videos wasn't wearing 2 knee braces. Okay, so or the knee brace on whatever like that was. I'm sorry, something was wrong with that guy's legs. He couldn't move.
I think it's a narrative who's trying to push there.
Maybe, but he looked old. His legs suddenly looked really old. And by the way, if that's the case, Paul landed some pretty big bombs on Mike Tyson's face in that fucking fight. I don't think Mike Tyson. I'm not buying yet that it's rigged. I'll need to rewatch it.
I can recall 2 or 3 decent hits. Yes, they were
knockout punches, dude. If they hit him in the temple,
sure, yeah, and they're like,
he's down.
If that hit him in his lower, the entire time Tyson's watching the fist, he knows exactly where to put his head down to. No, I don't buy it.
Okay, well, listen, before I'm buying into a conspiracy theory here or a contract signed by Tyson to drop and lose the fight, I have to say, I don't think that's inherent in his gut, I don't think that's Mike Tyson. I don't think he would disrespect boxing like that, number one. He is a boxing historian. He's a very bright guy when it comes to boxing history. He wouldn't want to go out like that. But when they asked him at the end, was there something wrong with your leg? And he said, yes, but it's not an excuse. I thought, yeah, it is. Because, dude, you couldn't get any weight into your punches and you couldn't chase this dude down. You look like my brother was texting me, Tyson's fighting, but he's got wobbly ass legs. And I'm like, well, I finally got to watch it an hour later after it was over. And I thought, holy shit, his legs are wobbly from the start. What the fuck is wrong with this guy's left leg or right leg? I can't even remember which one it was. Anyhow.
No, I just see, is it Jake? Is it Jake or Paul? I don't even know. I think it's Jake, isn't it?
One of the Paul brothers.
Yeah.
The fighter.
Yeah.
Ron Paul.
I could absolutely see him coming to him and saying, "Hey, I got this plan. It looked like an exhibition. It looked like just a warm up, just a sparring match. It looked like a sparring match. That's what it looked like because they both weren't necessarily going in on it that much. And
if you're Paul, you want to stay away from Tyson, so that's why he was hitting, jabbing, and leaving. If you know boxing, what Paul did is absolutely sensible. He hit and got out. He didn't stand there toe to toe with Mike Tyson. That's an insane thing to do, even if he has a bad leg. You hit, you move. You hit, you move. That's what he did the whole fight.
A lot of love taps is what it looked like. And a couple of decent ones.
I'm sorry, those were not love taps. But anyhow, point being, I will watch it again. And it's like I had to rewatch the U.S. men's national team game because everybody thought Tillman was so fucking horrible. And I rewatched it. I'm like, Tillman wasn't horrible. They just looked disorganized when he came in because they asked him to play so deep. That's really not his position. And he didn't look comfortable doing it. It's not like he was
go back and
garbage.
Did you go back and rewatch it and verify you're right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't think he was that fucking trash. I really don't. And I don't understand why we're going there. I mean, it wasn't good, but it wasn't horrific. Like everybody's saying he's the worst player since, Breck Shea to play for the U.S. men's national team. So anyhow, I had to rewatch it because, Tack and Pete were just hammering this guy in the asshole. And I was thinking, did he deserve that hammering in the asshole with no lube? No, he at least deserved some lube. A little lube would have been good because.
But here we are. We're seeing Poach saying, hey, Philman, you didn't do it for me. You're on the bench again.
Yeah, and the whole idea is of tact, for instance, and we haven't talked about this yet, but we did do a little back and forth today. But we haven't talked about the fact that he said, I'm not, and Pete said it too. I don't know if he wants to play for the U.S. men's team. Yes, he does. He's got no other choice. And by the way, if you watch him play for PSV, he also plays quite relaxed. That's just how he looks. He looks languid and calm. And
by the way, game started.
Yeah, I got it. All right.
Where you at?
I got Americans doing the Iceland chant and clap. No, I'm not even started yet. Holy crap. We could be like way off.
I'm 16 seconds into it right now.
We're way off then. All right, here we go. That was it. I'm at 4, 5, 6,
20 seconds.
7. Oh my God. 8, 9, 10.
Just hold it until
11,
you get to 20.
12.
Actually, I'm at 31 now. Hit unpause by accident.
I'm at 20 right now.
Okay. When you get to 30, go.
30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37. All right, we're on?
Mm-hmm.
I cannot believe I'm 16 seconds behind you. What is going on at Peacock?
You're more than 20.
What's going on at Peacock? Holy Christ. This is ridiculous. So all of you were wondering, I just am about to hit a minute. 1 minute. There it is. 1 minute. 102, 103, 104, 105, 106. If you want to sync with us, 107, 108. If you're on Peacock, you're probably as slow as I am. Anyhow. So.
Piece interchanging here.
There's that.
Moves the check back and Scully pushed up a bit there.
Derek is using meth streams. I think they'd be faster. Honestly, I think they'd be faster if they were meth streams. I think I'm using heroin streams. That slows some shit down real fast. Ream with the header out wide to, is that Weah? Looks like it.
Weah, yeah.
All right. So much better field this time around. Much better field.
Broken Furnace says, hey, Sync, thanks, guys. I'm on Peacock, and I was a few seconds ahead of Brett.
What? My connection is super fast, so this should not be happening. Although I got my laptop on. My Xbox is off.
I wonder though if it's the app versus browser or what. And that might be it because you're using the Peacock app on your Roku, right?
Right.
So that could be the issue.
Yeah, could be.
I just realized once again I have my volume turned off.
For what?
On the game.
Oh. Yeah, you're the only one that's going to get English. I'm watching the Spanish version.
Well, in order for me to hear you and listen to the game, I have to have it on pretty low. So it's mainly just to get the atmosphere. Because listening to it without the volume up at all is like, I don't know, it's not good. I have to have some noise in the background.
I don't know how to take that. All right, here we go. Pulisic down the line, drops it off. Who's the back? Way up.
Off the post.
Oh, hit it, get it. Oh boy. So Weah overwhelmed the left wing. He came all the way from the right to overstack it.
No, Weah's not on the right. Weah is actually on the left.
Oh yeah, Moose is on the right.
Yeah,
that's right.
And again, Weah and Pulisic are playing that more or less out those roaming 10s.
That's right. So Pulisic's playing the 10 role.
Ish. So is Way, though. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but Pulisic comes over here to overstack this, and then he gets it to Jedi. Jedi back to Weah. Weah
Hit the post, man.
hits the post. Wow. Usually his finishing is.
That was there, though, man. That's like a centimeter off.
Yeah, he was kind of falling back as he took it.
And it was the inside of the post too, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, centimeter the other way, man. In.
Right. So this is more back to like it looks like a back three on offense for sure.
Nothing's changed. It's
Nothing
the same
has
three
changed.
games that Poach has played so far.
Robinson's way up the field, which means Scally holds with McKenzie and Reed in a back three.
Yeah,
All right.
Daniel posts, hey, we've had some good Geo news recently.
Is it?
It was announced officially that he was back in practice today.
Yeah, I just hope it's for reals this time.
I mean, that could be what, like sitting on the sideline riding a bicycle?
It could be, but remember last time the news was he's about to come back and then he re-injured it in practice.
Very true, yeah.
So what is this shit that he's dealing with? We're told it's like
It was a groin sprain or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, groin. Like this could be very close to a sports hernia, honestly. Is what we're talking about here. God. All right. So off the post. And then Jedi almost had an opportunity about 30 seconds ago.
Luxia says, until Geo plays, there is no good Geo news.
I caught him in there. I'm there with him.
That's fair.
Yep. You let me know when he plays. Then I'll whip out the loop.
I'd be happy just to see him back on the game day 18. Because there's always the possibility of him playing at that point.
And then as far as coming off the bench for offensive minutes, he's got another American to contend with now, Cole Campbell.
Oh, and Cole had a hell of a game with the U20s, man. Did you see the France highlights or anything?
Yes, I know. The U20 team really performed well. A lot of excitement there with some of those players who playing in Europe, especially.
The clip of Cole doing that 80-yard sprint up the right-hand side.
Yeah, going through a bunch of dudes.
I'm like, dude, I would play this during our pregame show, but everybody would assume that it's on 2 times speed.
Yeah.
That guy's quick.
No, he's fast as hell, dude. There's no doubt. And for those who, oh my God, that would have been close. And to Weah out wide. I never said don't believe in Cole Campbell. I said give him some time. Let's see what happens. Let's let him play for the big boy team first before we get all excited.
So Casey wants to know what time we're at. We are at 6:54, 6:55, 66, 56, 57, 58, 59, 7.
7 minutes. 7:01, 7:02, 7:03, 7:04, 7:05. I know you're probably like, what the hell? They're here 20 seconds behind.
I know people are mentioning it, but I need to get that timer on the show.
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah, at some point. No rush, though. All right, Tim Ream out wide to Weah. Weah inside to an unexpected, it looked like some ways, Jedi, who's really playing almost center midfield right now.
Right now, yeah.
That's crazy. He's way tucked in. Way tucked in.
We're getting there, Peppy.
And he's on the right side to break up that pass, Jedi. This is totally different than anything we've ever seen before from the U.S.
Take him, Scally. Take him.
Okay. Little triangle action.
Back to McKenzie, to Ream.
I mean, it's basically McKenzie and Ream covering right now because everybody else is way forward. Way forward. Inside.
Rip it.
One time. Oh,
he took it at least. He's like the only person on our team that's willing to shoot the ball.
Jedi with a good recovery. We're getting it back out right for another recirculation. Here comes the cross from Scally. Head it out. Oh, great by McKenzie to come in and take the initiative out of Jamaica. everybody's sort of playing this weird Dutch ball where you go where you know the openings are, and
This is total football.
it's like total football. Guys are filling in where needed. Big time crossing pass there from, what's that, Tessman, I think it was. Now across from Wea.
A little too many beans.
But that it's a great switching fields pass. I believe it was from Tessman.
Yeah,
pretty good. Yep. We have not seen a minute of Brendan Aronson so far this window. Maybe.
Wow, that's strange.
Maybe Poach has figured out, if I'm going to play at 10, it's going to be Tillman or Pulisic. In this case, Pulisic, since Wea is back, because he seems to believe in Musa as a winger.
9 minutes in, you guys are wasting time. What's happening here?
This is looking really.
We bring the noise. We bring the ruckus.
As Broken Furnace says, we were playing with way better with more flow. I would agree with that. More Florence Henderson. Okay. Let's not let him get us on the counter. Jedi back to cover that with McKenzie.
Ooh, a ball out.
Wow. That was scary. I don't like that pass, really, honestly. That was risky by Turner. Way down the line. Oh, you forgot there's the ball. Okay. Pulisic and Wea teaming up on this side. Back to Jedi. Back in a more normal position we're used to seeing him in. Pulisic out to Ream, and we're going to recycle this and start over. A lot more intentions going forward than we're used to seeing from Greg Ball.
On top of that, it's a lot of one touch, two touch in the pass.
Yeah, a lot less time on the ball. Pulisic, he takes time on the ball, flies by a Jamaican player, gets hacked, gets no call. McKenzie tries to stop the counter immediately and does, but gives up a call. That was a smart play by McKenzie. Stop that counter. Didn't give up a yellow or a card. But
that's right. That's right. That's why we haven't seen any BA. BA's been sick. Explosive diarrhea per time.
Oh, that's right. Explosive diarrhea.
Thanks, Carson, for the reminder on that one. I remember that last game.
Yep. No left testicle issues, just explosive diarrhea. All right, header up. I think that was Jedi.
Pepe was the one who got to the header, but yeah.
Oh, I meant in the back.
Okay, gotcha.
Advancing it. All right. Clear by the Jamaican keeper. And that is Jedi getting up for that.
Mm-hmm.
But no one there to get to it. Jamaica doing a little possession ball out of the back here. Nice triangle from them to get it forward. But Tessman there to
Tessman's been all over the pitch. I haven't really seen much of Wes.
I haven't either. Wes has been non-existent so far. I didn't even know he was out there. I forgot he was out there for sure. Oh, try to get Pepe that pass from Wham.
Wes in the middle right now.
All right, I'm pouring myself a Leffe. Leffe. It's a Belgian blonde. She's beautiful. She's tasty. And distinctly potable. All right, let's start a counter. Here comes Pulisic, kind of on his own, though. We need somebody else to join. Okay, gets it off to Wea, chips it out wide.
That's Weston right now.
There's Weston. Weston's going to chip it. Find Pulisic.
Yes!
Yes!
I haven't seen much of Weston. Weston's like, give me the ball. First time. Boop.
That was a beauty, people. Oh, they're doing the Trump dance, too. Okay, everybody is doing the Trump dance these days. I guess it's a thing. What a fucking goal. You can dance any way you want after that, brother.
Good Lord.
What a pass. Layoff.
Beforehand, it's just like, haven't seen much of Weston yet.
First pass he makes. dead on, knock on into stride for fucking Pulisic. What a goal. He just saw him. And then you saw Pulisic raise his arm. One times it. Bam.
See, Hot Black says horrible goalkeeping. I mean, Blake did cut too far out wide, his right.
Well, Pulisic was fucking wide open, though. You can see his heads up, McKenny, as he chips this in. That is spot on, baby.
It was perfect, yeah.
Wow, what a goal. God, we haven't seen goals like this for years.
Mm-hmm.
Not like this. To the 170 of you here, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with grandmother. Give your stepsister a peck on the cheek. Just for us. And let her know we respect your relationship. Even if Pete does too. Tack doesn't. By the way, this is a Leffe. It is a Belgian blonde. There it is. Okay. It's actually nationally distributed, so you can actually find it at Kroger's, which is amazing. It's 6.6% by alcohol. It has subtle notes of vanilla and cloves, and you will notice it when you drink it. A little bit of vanilla, a little bit of cloves, they're back there. It's somewhat dry, which I really like a champagne. Oh, yeah. Such a good beer.
Peppy. Get on, Peppy.
This beer is distinctly potable.
Just a potable.
Distinctly potable means buy it. You see it? It's enjoyable. It's a sipper. It's not extremely high like all the other beers and alcohol like I usually get, but figured we could be in for a long night tonight, so going a little easy. Not that I've not already had 2 or 3 cocktails before this, because I have. All right, Matt Turner's just going to bash this out wide and long. And
kept it in, though.
Kept it in, okay.
Scally did, yeah.
Good fighting there, out wide by
Musa.
Doesn't end up with it, but boy, the Jamaicans are having a hard time getting out of their own end on this. Blake bashes it. And Jedi's just going to make sure that goes out of bounds. I don't know. So far, so good. So far, so good. So funny they aren't showing the celebration on the replay.
People were saying that, and man, I didn't get to see it at all.
Oh, the Trump dance?
Yeah.
Yep.
They showed for half a second.
Whole team was doing it, yeah.
Well, I mean, the guy who won the UFC fight did it with in front of Trump and everything like that.
Yeah, John Jones, and then he gave
in the NFL.
Then he gave Trump his belt. Did you see that?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all over the place, man.
Yep.
Nice touch by Tessman.
It is what it is. If you're living in a horrible place, just know it's 4 more years of this. So I think you need to kind of take some deep breaths and just move forward. If you didn't already know this is how it's going to be, because I did.
Shady Spinach says they only showed it live. No replay.
No replay. No. Pulisic's girlfriend going to break up after that game? I don't know. I don't know anything about her, though. I know she's a golfer. But that's the point. Throughout history, there have actually been a lot of famous couples who disagreed. Probably one of the most famous couples who disagreed on politics are the fact that the Republican
campaign
Jedi
was in the center there, and Pulisic was out wide, almost playing Jedi's role.
Yeah, they're switching a lot. They were doing it either. James Carville, famous Democratic guy, married Mary, what's her name, who was the Republican campaign manager. So in the old days, you could actually cross-pollinate on the politics thing and actually love each other and still get married.
What was Trump's first Secretary of Press lady's name? Because her husband was a lawyer and did not like Trump at all.
Yeah, well, that marriage ended in divorce.
Oh, did it?
Yes, it did.
That's fair.
So it doesn't always work.
She's like, honey, can you shut up while I'm on the podium? Come on, man.
Mary Matlin, I think, was great pass. Great
Take
pass
the
from
shot. Pulisic. I mean, I know it was a long shot, but take it, man.
Who's number 8? That was a great pass.
It was McKinney. McKinney's 8.
Okay. That was a great through ball.
Kellyanne Conway, thank you.
Yes. Now McKinney getting out wide. See how this is looking
Alex
a lot
goes,
like
Jedi
total
CM.
football? Look at Jedi. He's playing McKinney's position in center midfield. This is like total football. This is crazy. Fucking Jedi's playing center midfielder, defensive midfielder right now. McKinney's out wide playing his position. Tuwea. This is I want to rewatch this and like map out all the strategies. This is very, very unique. I mean, unique in the sense we haven't got to see anything like this yet with Greg.
Musa shitter, get off the pot, man.
Yeah. But isn't that so typical, Musa?
Yeah.
You get in the final third, and it's like he's got to stick up his butt. He just can't unpucker and let it rip. Now Jedi back out to where he's a left winger. McKinney playing left back. Now Jedi up in offense and McKinney joining him at the top of the box as we advance forward so we can crash the box on this cross. This is just so much better and healthier and smarter than we've ever seen before. I'm not even sure how to discuss it. I'm just watching it happen on TV and going, we haven't seen this yet. None of this.
This makes it borderline impossible to defend, too.
Yes.
Like,
we're overloading them.
Shit, he's over on the right-hand side of the field. What the hell?
Now, can we be countered easily if somebody fucks
They
up?
almost showed it right there.
Can we be countered easily if somebody fucks up? Yes. But this is about as aggressive as I have ever seen us play. Tell you what, Poach must have a lot of faith in Ream and McKenzie.
Pepe hasn't really barely touched the ball at all.
No, he hasn't.
So bad for the guy. Just give him some distribution.
Still having a 9 issue here.
Yeah. And Pepe's just like, give me one chance. That's all I need. One chance in the box.
But there's a lot more interesting through balls and balls through the middle. Pepe just blasted that one out wide and it worked. That's crazy. That loof ball got there. All right. For the 182 of you here, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your grandma. We'll be here all night.
Samuel Cutts says the team looks dangerous, but Jamaica isn't threatening at all. I mean, they're on defense 90% of this half so far.
Yeah. Remember,
even when they get the ball back, it's only for a short second.
All right. On top of the box is Musa. Out wide to McKinney. Now McKinney's on the right.
I'll say, okay. For loop, I thought you said
oh, there's the turnover we didn't need to see. But we're shutting it down for the most part. And Jedi drops back into his left back spot. There's a dipper they tried to get. And
wasn't a bad attempt.
Yep, that was a pretty good attempt by Jamaica. Good, mostly good defense from McKenzie. I'm not sure that pass is exactly where that.
Yep. Kevin Brenner says 182, but only 15 likes? ?
Oh yes, make sure you like and share it with your grandma.
Hey, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin. Yes, make sure you hit like, guys. It does help. It really does. And we're not making money off of this, honestly. Enough to pay for the equipment and our mental sanity. Probably some beers.
We got ourselves an Xbox that we have yet to crack open together.
Yeah, beers and vodka that keep this show sane or insane. Again, Jedi drifting into the middle.
Pulisic got left and way in the middle now too.
Your two center defensive midfielders right now are Jedi and, well, now it's just Tessman.
Well done.
What a
Touch him.
great! Come on, get to it! Oh my goodness!
No, don't do that.
Oh my God! But what a great sequence there. Another really confirming we are doing something we have never seen under Greg for 7 years or 6 years or whatever the fuck it was.
Felt like 20.
Yeah, it did. Again, Jedi playing center defensive midfielder. Back to Reem, back to Jedi playing like a CDM, but now he's advancing with a pass to Pulisic. Pulisic can't get the shot off. Well, he does, but he gets blocked. Now Jedi falls down.
Corner kick.
Corner kick for us.
I'm not going to lie. If we had a viable left back alternative, Jedi as a CDM might not be a bad option.
This might be the craziest fucking total football I've ever seen the U.S. men's national team play. Like, he's obviously had 2 more weeks to work with this team. This is totally different fucking way of system of playing. The patterns of play are just totally unpredictable right now. This is the best thing I've seen in a while. And we're still getting back.
Pull back.
Still getting back to cut off the attacks. Yes. This is exciting. Right, for the 193 of you here now, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your grandma. Give your stepsister a kiss on the cheek. Let her know we care.
Yeah.
We care and we love. And if you're cuddled up on your couch watching the game with us, obviously she already knows that. And she makes up the 1% of our women who watch her show.
Well, she wouldn't be registered because they're watching it on his.
That's true. They're watching it on her account.
I think that's the thing. We probably have a pretty decent female following, but they're all watching with their boyfriends or husbands.
Yep. That's so true. All right. Wow, what a fucking aggressive through pass that was from Scally. I think that was Scally. All right, Turner to Reem, and we're going to start this over again. Jamaica, in 25 minutes, has done absolutely not a nothing.
Yeah, they had one chance. It wasn't much, but I mean, it was there.
No, it was not much. Mackenzie had that the whole way. Had that covered. Okay, well.
Carson goes, no chance women watch this.
We have had the occasional woman on the show.
Once in a while. They've got good sense of humor.
And we have women allies and guests.
I think it's probably where we get our women audience from, quite frankly. Meg, thank you, Meg. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Meg Swanik. We love you. Some people say you love you too much, but that's really not fair. I just said that if I were younger and I met a woman who loves soccer, how amazing that would have been. Like, really knew the sport too. Was a writer for multiple papers, writing soccer articles.
Her own Substack.
And I met Meg Swanik when I was in my 20s.
God, Possession 80-20. Woo.
Yeah.
I rarely ever see it though.
I would have been in love with Meg in 15 minutes. But that's Meg's married.
Now we're just really good friends, Eric.
I'm old. We love having her on the show, though. She's amazing. She's smart. She's witty. She's funny. All those things.
All right, Derek, how do you say that name?
Daraj Novell.
I'll go with that. Daraj said, I used my girlfriend's account on this stream.
Good for you, brother. More people need to do that so we get a higher woman count on this stream.
God, just think of the sponsorships that would come if we had 10% women viewership.
I don't know what's so offensive about us that women don't watch the show. Is it the jizz?
Maybe.
Could be the jizz. Down the line! God damn it, Jedi. That was one dribble too long. You have
Plus it's back covering.
Yes, but Whale was open. He made the run. And Jedi waited 2 dribbles too long to make the pass. That's okay.
Untouchables goes, I'd date Alex Morgan for sure. I think you're going to long line for that one, Untouchables. I think most would.
Yeah, but you really want to put up with her shit? That's on you.
Good
It's on
weekend
you.
excursion.
All right.
I'll go down with her when she does her Sports Illustrated events, and
Didn't
we'll
she
part
get
ways
all?
afterwards.
Didn't she get all drunk at Disneyland and get arrested?
Who doesn't?
You don't. You didn't.
I don't go to Disneyland. The last time I was in Disneyland, I was 17, 18.
All right. It's the new hat, Derek. What about it, Alex? It's my Steve Zissou look. I'm going straight for it. Straight for it.
Touchables goes, women use KY too.
It's true.
I see no lies.
Yeah, Alex Morgan is past her prime in the looks category. Yeah, kind of.
Okay. Well, I'll accept it, whatever.
I mean, I'm just being honest when I say I've dated many more women hotter than her. Just saying it. In my life. Which is a pretty long list, so that's not really fair, but and by the way, some of the hot ones are just the craziest of them all.
No, of course they are.
Just so you know. The hot ones are crazy.
It's the crazy hot scale.
It is. That is a thing. It's a real thing. It really is.
Huh?
It's a totally real thing, Brett.
It's crazy. It's the eyes. You can see it in the eyes.
Some of it. Some of them are brilliant, funny, beautiful, but then...
Well, it says, I guess Derek's type is smart and capable.
Yeah, I never really found that. I found smart, not really capable. At least not capable of holding their liquor. Yeah, anyhow, that's getting personal. I'm not going to get into that. I found a lot of beautiful chicks who had drug issues too, eventually. I think I must drive women to drugs or drinking.
Well, it's just the partying life. Oh, the referee took Testament out. That's a foul.
It is the partying life. You are right. Like the number of chicks.
And especially if you're talking about the hot crazy scale. I mean, they go to the parties, they're going to get everything handed to them.
Well, a few of them were chicks who loved the band, right? Yeah.
Hey, groupies don't count though.
I wouldn't call them groupies. Like
nobody, a little heavy.
Come on. Oh, a little heavy. Like nobody set me up with these chicks. They just happened to be at the show. They were hot. I was drunk. They were available. Oh, man. It happens. And it happens in Nashville. Hey, Bruce.
Greg and PA, huh?
Bruce hanging out with Greg tonight.
That's true. That's the Chicago Fire and the San Jose Earthquakes coach right there. Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
scouting some players.
Earthquake's got a guy with proven pedigree. And by the way,
and Chicago got Greg.
Yeah, exactly. All reports are that our original report about what Bruce said, absolutely we nailed it. Yep. We nailed it.
His apologies seemed awfully scripted too. I'm just going to flat out say it. I really need to make sure I'm being careful what I say, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. Just sounded like legalese.
Well, yeah, because he basically comes from a culture that's very old where people use that kind of language.
Great movement, guys.
This is such beautiful fucking passing and movement. Finish it. Oh! Go! Oh! All right, people.
It's a shame Politic's not going to get that, though, but in fairness, this shot might not have gone in.
Doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't.
That whole row of passing deserved a goal.
Oh, that was just a beautiful, beautiful buildup. Look at this.
What am I watching right now, Brett? I don't even recognize it. What am I watching? Like, this is everything we've been hoping for forever and ever and ever.
Actually, Politic's shot was going wide by about 1.5 feet.
We're seeing guys playing way out of position, taking turns, rotating, and not just small, like swaths. We're talking about massive, like, I'm going to go play fucking center defensive midfielder. You go play left back for me. Like, this is crazy.
James said nicely there. What a dummy by Tessman. Seriously, that was brilliant.
Yep.
Wait, did they give Pulisic that goal?
They shouldn't have, unless it was going on goal to begin with.
Well, the trajectory that I saw on the replay, it looked like it was going wide about a foot.
Well, then they'll take it away later.
You bastards.
But it did have a right to left arc, so they might.
It could have snuck. It could have snuck. You're right.
So they might just be giving him the benefit of the doubt. But this has been pure fucking dominance. It's been pure setup and patterns of play mastery for a guy that's barely had this team for 5 seconds. And we're playing fucking total football. This is insane. The only guy not a part of the total football so far is Pepe. He's the only guy just taking up bodies. He's taking up bodies, but he's not touching the ball. And here we got Jedi sucked into the middle again, playing where normally a center defensive midfielder.
I mean, you got Scally getting up in the attack.
Like,
Jedi's been great by any means, but I mean, it's definitely been something.
Jedi's nowhere near the left back position. Nowhere near. Now he's playing center defensive mid. Here he's getting the ball, playing CDM and distributing it like he's a fucking regista. What the hell? I love this shit. I love it.
Oh, it was a great idea. Who was that?
This is great.
That's Scally. That was a good idea by Scally. Just didn't capitalize.
This is like us fucking around and still dominating. We're not fucking around. You can tell this was a plan. This was a fucking plan. Guys don't go far out of position unless they're told you get.
Poach just sat there in the locker room before the game. Hey guys, throw the system out the window. Go out there and just have fun.
No, this is a total plan.
I know.
Yeah, this is the most Dutch we've ever looked. Like old school Ajax Dutch, old school, not the Barcelona version. This ain't tiki-taka. This is like massive rotations to where Pulisic's now playing right back. And fucking Jedi's playing center, holding midfielder, asking for the ball, and now he's going to get it. Like, this is just great. And it's if you're Jamaica, you got to be confused as fuck right now.
Like, am I supposed to here, there?
What the fuck is going on? And why is Jedi playing center defensive midfielder? This is crazy. And distributing the ball. Turner, be careful, please.
Jedi's. That all scared the crap out of me there.
And now Jedi's back out to where he was supposed to be, and he gets hacked. Pepe coming way deep to try to get that ball. This is some Cruyff shit. I'd agree, Broken Furnace. Some Cruyff play. Yeah. This is old school. This is like the book that Cruyff put out in 1977 or 79 or whatever the year was. 89? I'm decades off on Total Football. Great pass by Jedi into the center, so we can now start the break. Wow! Holy shit! We're switching fields real fast. Eunice going to put in probably a. Eunice is going to put in.
Wasn't bad. It was bad.
Okay, yeah. This is sexy Untouchables. I'm about to touch myself.
You think you're excited? Feel these nipples.
When I think of you, I touch myself. What's the name of that band? Something Vinyls. When I think of you, I touch myself. So far, this game is the most excited I have been in like a long time watching the U.S. play. A long time. Like, this is fun to watch. This is actually fun to watch.
Ball got stuck.
You got stuck. Got it out.
Look at the movement.
Oh my God! Jedi comes back to filling us the CDM alongside Testament,
Yeah.
and they get out of that shit. We almost score a
Get up,
goal
Pepe.
there. Get up, Pepe. Get up. Get up. Oh, hammer it! Oh, that hammer it was not good. Oh, it's Testament. It looked like it got caught under his feet a little. This is a great pass by Testament. It's offsides though. It's offsides. Like, this is so creative. What the fuck? Where is the spin? Like, all these guys all of a sudden they're like coming to life before our eyes. It's better than a Gianna Michaels video. I don't know who that is. Is that a porn star?
I'll let you do that search.
I'm not searching it. Not live. I need my computer to work.
Well done, Testament.
Yep. He says, yep. I'm going to write that down. I'm going to look her up after this. Gianna
On your phone, of course.
Michaels. No, on my laptop. She must be hot if that's what you're saying. Is this an older porn star, newer one? I just want to get some context. This is how I'm going to justify this context for what you're saying here. All right. 210 of you here. Make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your grandma. Make sure you like. Just hit the like button for Christ's sake. We're having fun here. This has been great.
Rarity, but yeah.
Can't believe we're watching a game where we're actually playing really well.
I didn't even realize, looking back at the matches, somebody mentioned, can we laugh at Mexico for losing to Honduras? So I just took a look at it. Mexico lost 2-0 to Honduras.
Yep.
See, Panama is up on Costa Rica, and then Canada is up on Suriname. Suriname?
All right. So
Suriname?
my question is here, does Jedi get back out left now that we've lost possession? I bet he does.
He's already out left.
Yep. So this is just a Liverpool thing we're doing here too, where especially this is on Jedi side specifically, he tucks into playing center defensive mid. And I know Greg tried that with Tyler once, right? Play him at right back and have him tuck in, and it was garbage.
Well done, Waya.
Nice way to Jedi. Beautiful. Pepe!
Oh, man.
This
Labrador, you might be a little ahead, yeah.
This is chef's kiss.
That's fine. That's fine. It happens.
Wow, this has been good. This has been better than good. This has been, erection inducing. Great fucking passes. My God. And the fact that Jedi was playing center defensive mid about 40 seconds ago, and now he's out left doing that.
It's weird. It's weird going back to the Copa and seeing the matches with Wea, and then seeing him in this match alone.
Yes,
it's a different Wea. It's a different team as a whole.
This is a reinvented team. We're up 3-0 in the first half, people.
Ender Bending Rodriguez says Jedi is playing out of his mind.
Yes, he is. Jedi is everywhere. Jedi. Oh, people, this is much better than we're used to. I mean, we've been waiting years for this. We had some moments against Mexico where we saw something successful, but not anything this system curious. This interesting to watch the rotations of the players and what they're doing in this system is so unique and so different than what we've seen before.
Mm-hmm.
This is something way different. And yet we're able to get back into this, what I call to be a 5-4-1
A nice little
on
shot.
defense. Yeah. Easily handled by Turner.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, how much better is this pitch?
It's a lot better, Derek. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Reem fucking around back there with Testament. It's all right. We're seeing Jedi advance into the CDM spot.
Oh, Pepe didn't cut back. He cut back to cover Weston. I understand, though. Brian V says, once Poach gets Gio, Ballo, Adams, Des back,
Watch out.
watch out.
Of course, they're going to have to figure this out, but it doesn't seem like it took us that long to figure it out.
Well, I mean, this type of play definitely screams Gio and Des, no problem.
Yeah. This is only the second camp. Let's keep that in mind. And this is how we're looking. I'd say you could bust. I'm giving everyone approval to bust out a little loop tonight.
How did he possibly get that? I'm doing Jedi stopping that, of course. Nicely. Nice try by Musa.
Watching this game reminds me of the smell of a fresh built windmill somewhere near Heerenveen.
Oh, God, why? Why would you do that?
Yes, that's so stupid.
Jedi, that was so dumb. Why would you do that?
Yeah, that's a little insane.
He's like, dude, I'm shitting fucking gold right now. I can do whatever I want. That's what he's thinking. Look, it's raining in St. Louis and our field doesn't look like garbage.
I know. But you're right. Jedi's like, I haven't fucked up yet, so I'm just going to try this.
Whatever.
Everything I'm doing is working.
Yeah.
How could I possibly make a mistake?
Hold on,
Peppy
Peppy.
up. Peppy with a great fight. Ooh,
thank you for not going
boy.
for that. I'm fine with that.
Yeah, because that's
We're up 3-0 plus. Like, don't go balls into it, man.
Yeah, that's a broken leg potentially there.
Yep.
Offsides, Jamaica. Well, people, this has been worth it. This is worth the watch. And I might even call my brother at halftime and tell him or text him, you should be watching this.
Yeah. Rocket says Musa can play blindfolded anywhere on the field except for the 18 where he stares at the ball and loses confidence.
Yeah, once he's in the final third, he's useless.
Oh, what? Yeah. It's fascinating.
We used to say this all the time whenever Aronson early on would get near the box when he was still a virgin. He would get really nervous once he got near the box, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because then we're getting serious. Now I'm getting near the box and I could score, right? And I don't know. I haven't heard if Musa has a girlfriend yet. He probably does. I don't know. But I think he needs to have some box action there so he can get over that box problem here.
Pulley definitely seems to have cleaned up his game as a whole since he got his lady friend.
I'd say yes, but same thing with Sargent once he had his kid, right? And then sad we don't have Adams here, but Adams, I mean, looked great with Bournemouth both games.
And then he whoops the wrong hole.
I don't think he got near any holes. That's the problem. Still not sure what hole is what, right?
Daniel says, I heard Skelly's addicted to internet porn.
Aren't we all? All right. Anyhow.
To some extent, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel Fernandez says, hi, red cards. The U.S. men's national team look good tonight.
Yes, they do. We've been saying it. It's been great. I do not want to condone addiction to anything. I just want to be really clear. Like addiction to anything, even washing your fucking hands can be really bad. It can make your life hell.
When people start saying addiction to alcohol and stuff like that, I'm like, it's only a problem if you're not good at it.
Right.
If you're good at it, it's not a problem.
But it's a joke.
Of course it's a joke. Yes.
Yes. Honestly, you don't really want to be addicted to anything. Although people will say, because they watch us on Mondays and Thursdays, that we must obviously be addicted to alcohol. Not true. Like, we don't drink this heavily every night.
Yeah, like last night, I went almost 48 hours without a drink. And now I'm going to go upstairs and make a celebratory another drink.
Right now?
Well. Yeah. So, like, I'm going to go make a drink because the U.S. are playing so well. But then again, if the U.S. weren't playing this well, I'd go, I'm going to go make another drink because I'm this depressed.
Yeah, hey, can you put one of those quotes before you leave from one of the dudes? I was having a discussion about what needs to change with Poach. Because he put the Poach out thing. And I'll talk about that while you're gone.
Wait, so is that something you sent my way?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I said, we already talking about Poach out? Really? Poach out? Poach out? Well, after this performance, fuck no. No Poach out. This is the most beautiful we have played in a while. My favorite porn star is Jenna Tolles. I'm going to write that down too, Daniel, and I'll let you know if I agree. Jenna Tolles. I will do an investigation. It's in Twitter.
I know that. Oops.
It's recent. Jose Reyes for $5 says, cheers, boys. So this is the soccer we have been waiting for and missing some key players. Not full loop, but definitely a few drops earned today. I would say so. A thin layer of lube could be applied tonight for sure. A thin layer of lube. Right. And
I couldn't believe the thread that this was in. I never would have assumed that this was part of the thread that was part of. So, it was this thread.
Oh, hold on. Daniel got me. Genitals. Genitals.
Do what?
Genitals.
What about genitals?
Genitals is not a porn star.
Oh.
He got me to say
genitals.
No. So, no, this is not what I meant at all.
No. That's down here. Hashtag Poach out.
That's, by the way, the post I put of my old friend Kyle Kolinsky.
Be back.
That got me I don't know where it was at, 12,000 views when it was a post under a post under a post. You don't think anybody's going to watch that. And we started talking strategy. I'd be here all night. Anyhow, good talking to you. That's what I said to Timothy Teitner. He says he needs to give player pool a good shake. Too many guys who don't have the technical and tactical quality to execute his ability at the international level. And we'll get into details when Brett gets back. But honestly, my first thought is, who are you talking about? Right? Who are you talking about? And then he went to his explanation, which we'll get into. Luna Star and Rose Monroe, you're welcome. Okay, Luna Star. I don't know if I know that one either. Come on, Derek. This is Chris Gary. About what? About what? What am I missing? I thought you sail Coles. I was like, I can't find her. Thought you sail Coles. Well, yeah, I don't know what that means. Hey, Frank. Frank, welcome back, my brother. Thanks for $5. I imagine when Gio replaces Musa and Des replaces Scally in March. Here, I'll post this up. I can do that without Brett being here. Imagine when Gio replaces Musa and Des replaces Scally in March for the semis and final. I know. Like, if we're playing this system, we're playing this. Holy crap. This is amazing. Oh, Chris, yeah. Listen, I mean, that's a really gentle one. It's not like I said, what's the one with the cum? Oh, shit. Ice wallow cum. Okay? Like me saying genitals. I'll just say genitals on the show. I say worse than genitals on the show on a regular basis. So it's not like you really nab me, because I say a lot worse things than genitals on this show. All right. So anyhow, we had another 5. We had a 5 while you were gone. That was Frank. Imagine Gio replaces Musa and Des replaces Scally in March for the semis. Yeah. I mean, if we're playing this system, we're playing this rotation and this setup. And when I say rotation, I mean rotation on the fucking pitch.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is just crazy. This is just I don't know. If you would ever ask me if I would see fucking Jedi playing center defense midfielder on a regular basis and then advancing like he was a CAM, I'd say, well, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But here it is. So, by the way, that guy said a lot more things in a lot more detail, Brett. That was his general comment. And then I asked him, well, what do you mean? And then he gave me a lot more. And then I'm like, okay. So if you could bring up one of them during halftime here, I think we'd talk about it. What drink did you make yourself?
You got a vodka cran.
All right, nice. Oh, great time of year for a vodka cran. Cranberry?
Yeah.
0?
Yeah.
Yes. Great shit. Cleans out the kidneys and the liver, too. I'm not sure with the vodka in it, but so, you know. Scally is, Scally is stiff. All right. He must be German. Timothy Teitner. And no offense, because we had a great conversation today, but Skelly is stiff but he mostly plays right center back. And occasionally in this game, he has gone up the field, but need Des back, but you know he's injured, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Cardoso and Testament need time, but also need a 10 in front of them who will give them ball progression options. Well, we got tonight Pulisic running that in a rotational sense, right? We've seen a lot of weird guys come in the middle today, including a rotation of McKennie.
I mean, I don't see a lot wrong with what he's saying right now.
No, not so far.
Yeah.
Way up for Musa at right winger. Not seeing a problem with what we're doing right now. Musa's a great box, but is 0 in the final third. We totally are agreeing on everything so far.
So far, yeah.
Yeah. Love Testament. Cardoso double pivot, though. I think Cardoso's still questionably on the injured list, which is why we're doing what we're doing tonight.
I think I thought he went home or something like that.
Next one. So this one we're good on. But I still, like, based on his first comment, which was poach out. All right. I'm not finding where we're going poach out so far. I'm not getting it.
Don't you remember Big Soccer? Anytime a coach was announced, there was already a insert coach here out thread.
Oh, he might be joking.
Yeah.
So, by the way, this whole idea, because this is Yimothy and I started out with a political discussion, right? As a longtime Democrat who's disillusioned and with a guy who's still a Democrat, we had a great conversation. And this can still happen on X. So all these people telling you, oh, we all have to flee. This is just, MAGA country and Nazi country, as that one dude said. Not true. Not true. I've had plenty of discussions with people who feel the same way I do, who've been invested in the Democratic Party for years, but feel like unhomed, without a home right now, feeling disgusted about the party itself and where it's. So listen, this whole idea, and then guys who are still with the Dems that I can still have a discussion with about what's going on with them. And I talk to Trumpers constantly as well. All sides on X. There is no reason whatsoever. And if all the people who consider themselves Democrats, whatever the fuck that is now, leave for blue sky, you will just have an echo chamber over there. Here, we're having actual real talks, debates, discussions, blah, blah, blah. Are there crazies on this X? Of course, they're crazies on everywhere. Instagram, that's TikTok.
That's my argument there, is that they're like, oh, we got to go to blue sky. I'm like, there's going to be crazies that are going with you there.
Absolutely, there will be.
There's just crazy people out there as far as their thoughts and everything. And just because you guys happen to align politically doesn't mean you're going to agree on everything. And once
you're not.
It's going to start coming back out. So
eventually, you guys will get to arguing too, but it will only be from one perspective. So then you'll have all the Bernie supporters arguing with all the establishment Democrats on blue sky, and there will be nastiness there too. But you know what you won't know? what the other side knows or what they're talking about and what they're thinking, because you've abandoned understanding your opposition. And if you ever do that, you are losing the fight. You must know your opposition. If you're the Democrats and if you're the Republicans, you can't ever scoot to one side and just go to Truth Social and never go back to X, because you've got to know what the other side's saying too. Both sides cannot put on blinders. People shouldn't do that. Jesse Negron for $1.99. What subs do you think Poach is going to make? Right now, none. But I think around 65, I think we'll see Pulisic pulled. I think we'll see some of the big names pulled for obvious reasons.
They showed Zendejas and Cal and BA all out warming up.
Yes, so 65 would be 55, 65. We're up 3-0, closer to 55 than 65. I think you'll see the big names come off because keep them healthy for their teams.
So RM, how would you say it, Zwig? I don't know how to say his last name.
Come back for halftime. We were talking politics. We're not really talking politics.
And that was only a very small portion of it too. Derek was talking
about this guy that I was having a soccer conversation with, whom I'd also had a political conversation with, and then it was totally cool. And that's what I hope we get back to. That's all I was saying. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's not political. That's like human stuff. Humans. All of us humans. Let's get along.
I just don't remember. I don't know when it happened where you could have an argument with somebody, like even if it's a heated debate, and then 2 seconds later, after the heat debate's over, you're going out and getting a beer with them.
Used to happen all the time.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean,
that's all we're saying. That's not politics. I mean, there's a political element to it. We're just saying, let's find a way to keep talking to one another, regardless. How's that political? I don't care if we're talking about dogs, soccer, whatever. When I say dogs, I mean hey, everyone loves dogs. Why can't we talk about dogs? Dogs are great. I miss my dog who died a couple of years ago. All right, Jose Reyes for $2. It's called being adult. It's not hard. I know. But people just have the slightest hint that I'm saying, let's get along and have a discussion. All of a sudden, that's political? Let's have a discussion? That's not political. That's it used to be a normal thing. All right, so the guys are coming out of the locker room. It is raining pretty heavily, by the way, at this point.
It's fascinating that we're able to maintain as clean of a game as it is with it raining so badly. Because usually you have that rain in there and it really mucks it up usually.
And maybe even a better reason to pull off Pulisic and some of the bigger names like McKennie sooner in this bad weather when you're up 3-0. Maybe you give it 10 minutes, 15. You start pulling the guys that, you want to keep healthy for sure. Like the right-in guys who are definitely going to start for you every game. We'll see.
Hold on, Derek. Oh, Poach just got done talking. I was trying to hear what he had to say.
You wouldn't have understood it anyhow.
Every third word I could have assumed.
All right. All right. For the 240 of you who are here now, which is really cool, on a night where we got, gridiron football going on right now, Monday Night Football, but we got this USA game, which has been amazing to watch, an absolute experience that has opened my eyes to what's actually possible with these players and this team.
Kickoff.
Yep. That was on
reminding
time.
Everybody where we're at. It is 4506, 4507, 08, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right, back to Turner. Don't do anything stupid, please. Okay, out to Jedi. Up the line to Pulisic. Oh, shit. Somebody got taken out there. Pulisic's like, dude, what the hell, man?
It's a lot of splatter on this lens there.
Yeah.
And it's not.
I just anticipated a finger come across and go, eep, 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 eep.
A little squeegee.
So Pulisic and that guy got into it right there at the sideline. Pulisic got up, and the guy got up in his face and pushed him a bit. And Pulisic's like, dude, what the hell, man? All good, man. Don't worry.
Casanova says, please tell me you guys aren't Cowboy fans. Hell no.
No.
We're Colts fans.
I'm a Colts fan in the sense that I want Indiana to do well, but I don't follow them religiously by any means.
Hey, the last game was great. So I got more optimism for the Colts the rest of the season. But both of us are way more excited about IU football. Being IU graduates, both of us, yeah.
And the only time that IU's been good at football in our lifetimes.
In our lifetimes. Been ranked in the top 10. So we are both excited about IU Hoosier football. We got to play Ohio State next. Yes, that's not going to be easy. All right, Jamaica putting on some pressure right now.
This is one of those situations where I wish that halftime didn't exist.
Yeah.
Because it kind of really killed the mood right there. Jamaica has to come back out, guns blazing. We've got to rebuild off of it.
All right, back to Reem.
Reem. Splitting it, man.
We are splitting it a lot tonight. Reem up to Pulisic in a beautiful little, first of all, Pulisic finding that pocket of space. Second of all, Reem finding him. We got Scally out wide to Musa. Musa back to the middle for Tessman. Back to Musa. Musa back to McKenzie. McKenzie back to Musa, which was predictable, but it makes sense.
Turnover's open. Give it back to Turner, man.
And that was
done, man. Pepe.
Scally trying to find Pepe with a ambitious pass.
He managed to somehow.
I know.
That's more on Pepe than it was
on
Scally.
It is way more on Pepe.
I can't believe he came up with that.
That was pretty amazing. Jedi playing more standard right now, out wide.
Currently, yeah. We're up the rail. Maybe there's hey, let's reel it back a little bit.
Let's reel it in a little, yeah. Jedi out wide. Nope, not many guys crashing the box this time. First half, Jedi has that out wide. Motherfuckers are crashing the box. Oh, shit. Pulisic's down. And it looks bad. And it looks like we want to start a fight about it. I hope it's not as bad as it looks. Let's see. He steps on his foot.
It was an elbow. It was more like an elbow and hip into the stomach area.
He seems
right
good.
The window
okay. He seems fine. Okay, good.
It was a gut punch. My gut.
Who you guys play in the semifinals and not sure who you guys want? I don't know who that's to. Alex.
I don't know how the semis are set up. Can we look that up?
We could probably look it up.
CONCACAF Nations League Finals.
Anthony says Kamala's getting divorced. Do you think that's true? Or are you just making that up, Anthony?
No. I mean, I can dive in further to it, but it's all to be determined. Doesn't specify from this one or this one. The winner of this game or whatever.
Anthony, we don't want to do fake news on this thing. So if that's not true, or it's a joke, then let's know it's a joke. Because I don't know. Panama, Panama, Panama.
Oh my God, guys, stop it!
Why are we doing this to
There's
ourselves?
3 of them, 2 of us, man. Come on, what are we doing?
All right, McKenzie
what are
does
we doing?
Get it up the field. That looked like a handball, but Pepe does. Nope, he loses possession. Good Lord.
Offside.
Mass scramble. He's
nice
off.
save, though.
Turner. Damn.
He's like, bitches, that was offside. Call, man. I mean, I understand why they didn't call it, but.
Now they called it. Okay.
Wait. No, we do have VAR. So that was fake news by Chris Scary last show. There is actual VAR at this stage.
Well, let's not call it fake news. He just didn't know. He just.
No, I had it back and forth with Larry and decided to do a Google search on him. Like, oh no, look, it's there, but
Remember, you used to say Samuel Cuts? I used to say Cuts a fart. I apologize for that, Samuel. I really do.
It was endearing.
I mean, I like coming up with nicknames for
Lay it
everybody.
across now. Don't wait.
Musa!
Pepe!
Oh, but
a little behind him.
A little behind him and hammered.
Yeah. Oh, dude, just get wet, man. Who cares? You see him have like his leather coat over top of his head?
Yeah.
Just get wet, man.
All right. For the 255 of you in here now, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your grandmother. Like. Hit like. Subscribe. Most of you already are. And then also just lean over, touch your stepsister on the shoulder and say, baby, I love you. Yeah, presuming you do love her. If you're just using
Oh
her,
my God, guys got split there.
you're a sick bastard. All right. And Reem gets back
Nice
to block
done,
it off.
McKenzie. Yeah, Reem cut him off too, and then McKenzie cleaned it up. Nice done, guys. It was great.
Well done, boys. In the back. Musa trying to do his ball carrying thing, and it only works to a certain length. And now he's sitting there as a center forward. Pepe's come back to do his job. Musa's not moving backwards. This truly is total football.
It would be too crowded if you went back there.
Moose is like, I'm just going to play center forward right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is kind of sniffs of the most total football I've ever seen the U.S. men's national team play.
Wooksy says, I told my stepsister I loved her. She told me she's pregnant.
No, right. Hey, you're not really related. Go have kids and have fun.
And you said as a sister. Oh my God, guys. Fell asleep there, man.
Everybody fell asleep. Everyone fell asleep. Wow, sleepy babies here on this one. All right, it goes out wide. They cut it back in. Okay, it gets covered, but the cut in fooled.
Who left him?
Was that? Pulisic covering that? Yes, it was.
Who left? Who left the guy in the middle?
I mean, Pulisic, that's really not his job, but he came all the way back to cut off the cross.
I'm kind of leaning with Daniel on this one as far as Joe, man, because he had the eyesight of the entire field. He should have seen that guy in the middle, but Tessman and McKinney weren't falling back on him. I don't know.
Sleepy.
I'd have to see it all around.
Sleepy Joe. Sleepy Joe Scally. Oh, boy. All right, if we give up another one here. Oh, Turner, can we just hammer this down the field, please? Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why? Oh, my God. That is not worth it. It's not worth it. You're up 3-1. You're playing Robinson as a CDM there. It's just not worth it. Pulisic, Tessman, Ream, back to Ream, contemplating, thinking. Okay. Up top to Pepe, I think. That didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
Lost possession. This is not looking good. This is not like it looked the whole first half.
God, let McKinney have that next time. Good Lord.
Jesus fuck, guys. All right, can we get back to playing the way we were in the first half? I understand we want to tighten the ship up, but sometimes the best defense is a great offense. Just go out and get 4. Go out and get 5. Game over. Everybody returning to a more conservative playing style and setup is just not what we need right now. Not this early in the first half. Yep. To McKenny over to Jedi, playing center attacking midfielder all of a sudden. Chip. Clean it up. Yes!
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Wow.
Tim Whale.
was great.
All right,
What a
there we
shot.
go. 4-1.
Oh, God.
Who delivered that eventually? Was that McKenny who delivered that cross? Eventually?
No, it was Musa?
It is
Musa.
Musa. Beautiful chip. Bam! Hammered into the far right net. Isn't it crazy seeing Jedi coming up playing center attacking midfielder? Out of nowhere?
It's
It's
crazy.
like,
We haven't seen it before.
we've never seen this. It's so random. Whoever ends up leading the attack. It's so random, but it's not random. This is a plan. It's a plan.
Musa with a nice assist.
Great finish by Timothy.
By Timmy.
This is shit we haven't ever seen before from the U.S. men's national team. Ever. I don't care if you're talking about Bruce. I don't care if you're talking about Bradley. This rotation shit and the way it's working out, the craziness of it, I'm sure there's a pattern, and I will watch the replay and figure it out. And I'm figuring some of it out now, but as we go along. But this is just...
Oh, my God, Turner.
God damn it. Horrible first touch.
Oh, my God.
Tessman, very...
Scared the bejesus out of me.
Oh, my
Too,
God.
Our center backs are having... They're going to have a heart attack from this stuff, man. Come on.
All right. 4-1 is the score. United States over Jamaica. And what I'd consider one of the most fun matches I've watched in 7 years.
I mean, the first 10 minutes of this half wasn't fun, but...
Yes, I agree. We kind of lost our steam.
Let's see if we can pick it back up.
Well, we just scored.
Sure.
Right?
I'm saying after that goal, let's see if we can keep it up then.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right, I'm gonna go urinate real quick. Word to your mom.
Oh my God. Did I miss anything?
Word to your stepsister.
Nope, everything. We're all caught up on supers. Jamaica's about to take their free kick. Okay, cleared it out. Corner kick. Still. Anthony says Keller is crying right now. Yeah. Yeah, Keller, your boy Greg could have done this. I mean, we beat Panama like 5-1 or something like that, but this is just something else. Something else. Looks like a nice crowd out there too, despite the rain. I don't know. Any game that I ever attended to that had rain, I never really bothered myself with, wrapping myself up in one of those plastic condoms that everybody wears, the ponchos. You just get wet. Who cares?
I'm back.
So Derek, have you ever gone to a game where it's raining and decide to wear one of those plastic condoms that other people are wearing?
No, I've never been to a rainy game.
Oh, really? You've never been to an Indy 11 game when it rained?
I've played in rainy games.
Oh, sure. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, but I've never had the unfortunate luck of going to a game being rained on. That's so weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think
real
it's
quick,
many
you're wondering this, but Anthony said Keller's crying right now.
About?
Well, I mean, his boy Greg. And his argument with Poach and, his choices of, sending Pulisic home and stuff like that. And
I can't wait to watch later tonight.
I wonder if Keller's going to give him the props,
Yeah, he will be on
somewhere.
The show, no, ESPN.
Deportes.
Football Americas with Seb and our
nice
friend.
Ball Jedi. Make that run, Musa. Make that run. Oh, that's McKinney. Never mind. Oh, he was giving you that out, man.
He'll be
heavy touch, Pepe.
Heavy touch. But he'll be on tonight after the game. Oh, that's a ram it.
That was Way. Again, Way is the only one who will shoot the ball.
Yeah, from that distance, for sure. But he'll be on with Hercules and Seb. He'll be on with Seb and our friend Hercules after the show.
Kevin, Mexico's not next. They play tomorrow. I think it's the Panama-Costa Rica match.
Yeah, so I'm going to start wondering when they're going to pull guys out to give rests here. It's 4-1. I said maybe closer to 55, but now I'm going back to my older prediction of 65.
Yeah, Broken says he won him a corner with that outside shot. I know. This is why you shoot from time to time.
Yep. A little bit of a blooper ball, but it worked. It's not what we've been seeing for AC Milan, but maybe that was planned.
Played out wide. Played out. Oh, Ream, take that shot.
Oh, Tessman. What the fuck was that, Ream?
I was reading that miss that fumble.
Yeah, heavy first touch. No way to get that off after that touch.
Get on the Scally. Get on the Scally. Play back.
He's got it.
The Jedi
all the way on the right now.
Scally didn't read it.
Oh, Scally.
That was the right idea. And, Scally didn't make the run.
Scally never thought of it.
In fairness, that's not his wheelhouse. Oh, that's my open space right there. I need to run into that.
Tyler Adams needs some minutes under Poach. Tyler Adams isn't here. So he's not getting any minutes, right?
Not this window. Next March, maybe.
Yep. And then some people might say, well, look at this team if we had Tyler Adams. But then I'd also say, well, Tessman's been playing pretty well.
Tessman's been playing really damn well, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, surprisingly, a lot next to Jedi. Not what we expected. And now he's playing next to Musa.
The funny thing is, I mean, McKinney as a whole, outside of his, a couple of long balls and his really beautiful, gorgeous assist, has kind of been absent, like not existent as a whole. But Tessman seems to be the one that's controlling him. I say Weston's got it now, of course.
Surely that's offsides. I guess it was.
Oh, that's tricky. Tricky. Play him.
Play him through. McKinney. Cross it. Finish it. Oh, good sequence. Good sequence.
And I'm not bagging on Weston by any means. I'm not saying he's had a good game or a bad game. I'm just saying, compared to Tessman, who's literally been everywhere moving the ball around, McKinney's kind of been a ghost.
Yeah, he's ghosted out for large chunks.
But it could just be, he's making the runs. They're not getting the balls to him. I don't know.
Yeah, that's always the replay.
Exactly, yeah.
I need to watch the replay. But this is a great sequence between them. McKinney, they had to stretch to get that cross in, and the angle for Pulisic was pretty poor, but this is solid. This is really solid. I'm really impressed by this. Just the whole thing of it. Not the first 10 minutes of the second half. Yeah. Because it looks like we're going back to much more of a standard setup here. Jedi definitely out left. More of a 4-4.
No, don't play it to him. Get it out of there.
more of a 4-2-3-1 in a more conservative way. Not seeing the same amount of rotation.
Speaking of guys who've been everywhere, man, Jedi's always where the ball's at, it seems like.
Here we go. Scally. That's Musa. Or is that McKinney?
That's Musa.
Okay, that's why it failed.
Yeah.
He
drew a foul.
Right. All right, for the 272.
Sounds like Busio's coming on.
Of the 272 of you here now, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your grandma. Mostly like what you're listening to.
What do you think? What do you think, Busio for McKinney or what? Tessman? I think it's McKinney most likely.
Probably Musa.
Needs Musa? Could be.
Because Musa came back to drop back into that back too. But it could be Tessman. I don't know, but
it's just all one with Scally.
Tessman and Busio are used to playing in that back in a midfield spot next to each other. So they have that understanding going already. So we'll see.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see.
And he's coming in. It's just a question of who.
Right. All right, we're building our wall in front of their wall. And it's Pulisic.
Wilkes is saying it's Busio for Weston. God, what are you going to do there? Just tap it out the scout and let him rip it.
I think Pulisic may shoot this straight up.
There's like 45 guys in that wall. Like a
Well,
wall behind the wall, man.
There's a reason. There's one in front of the wall and behind.
Here.
It's 3-layered wall here.
See, it went to scout. I told you so.
Yeah, right. Scally out wide. Inside of Pulisic. Pulisic. Tapper. Wes loses it.
Man, he is just everywhere there. Look at that.
But he's not giving up. Oh, look at that. Look at Weah. What a
Underneath his
beauty.
feet. Not the greatest touch.
But what an effort.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, slicer. Shankopotamus by the Jamaican left back. And now they're going to have to figure out how to get out of their own zone. And they will. Great save by Turner, but rebound goes in.
Yep.
4-2.
And just not following the play.
Yep. Getting a little complacent going back. They were there, but they weren't filling the right slots. Let's see. Ream saying, hold it up. And it's Ream's guy that scores.
Oh, well, Ream held up like he wanted to do the offside trap.
Yes, he wanted to do an offside trap. Nobody else listened to him.
Oh, and it was actually unfortunate because Jeddah was the one that toe poked it forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little unfortunate there. Would have not preferred not to see that.
Ooh, offensive throws.
Aronson and Busio.
No, Pulley's coming out. Pulley's coming out.
As I said, he would.
100% at this point, no need to risk anything.
Yep.
Then there's Weston coming out.
A little later, I said 65 originally. 68.
I think that's when they started talking, though. Good game.
Emma
Good
Kenny.
performance. Yep.
I mean, if you can't hold a 2-goal lead with 20 minutes to go.
Here comes Aronson. Hopefully it's Dark Brendan.
Need Dark Brendan here. Need Dark Brendan. Yes, Broken Furnace agrees. Need Dark Brendan.
Oh, he's the one I highlighted saying that.
Ah. Untouchable says, here comes Aronson. Get ready for him to make every touch wrong. Let's hope not.
Just say, hey, Brendan, instead of taking, 5, 6, 7, 8 touches, just do like 2 or 3 and get rid of the ball. Keep it simple, guys. Just move the ball around.
Be preferable. Okay, Pulisic revealing his bra, his man bra, then taking that off. And you get to see the whole sexy side of the man.
I'd say Weston did take the bra off like a woman does it with the shirt still on, like, popping around the arms and all that stuff.
Burner, 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 burner. Ooh, what are the bras for, by the way? The bras have all these regulators. They have a
how
chip
far
in
they're
them.
running, what their heartbeats are, all that stuff. It's all the stats down of there. At the end of the game, they say, "Hey, Brendan Aronson ran 47 kilometers in 20 minutes."
Mm-hmm. It has a chip in it.
Yeah.
So they can track all the players, not only just where they move, but also their heartbeat,
medical, and
everything you could imagine. Yeah, it's crazy. How much strain they put on their system in general. They can measure all that shit with heartbeat, heart rate. Yeah, it's crazy.
I was asking if it measures how many hard-ons they get. Probably.
It doesn't, but I'd like
a lot of blood flow down to the southern part of their body.
I have to say, I've never played soccer with a heart on. In all the years I did play it. I did get hard on in class.
You know, but it's a great way to keep the defense off of you, quite frankly. If you're just running around with a raging boner, nobody's going to man-to-man mark you.
Depends how long it is, Brett.
Ain't nobody scared of that little prick.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that tiny fucker. I'm attacking that dude. He's got issues. All right. Down the line goes Musa.
Oh,
there. Oh man.
I appreciate it.
Epi tried to time that. But
hey, you know, Musa got a nice little cross in there too, man. He did okay in the final third.
Yeah. Lesson enjoys a good burger.
Who doesn't, though? Come on.
He's looked rather healthy, however, for both Juventus and the U.S. men's national team in these recent windows. Looking better than he did the window.
Hey, Indy 11's Williams is coming from Indy 11.
A raging tic-tac. Yeah. I have to say, there was one time in biology class that we were supposed to get up and do something in biology. I was in Carlisle, Pennsylvania.
Can't believe I forgot my pants.
And I'm like, hey, you know what? I got a big heart on. I'm not getting up to do this exercise.
Just tuck it up underneath your belt.
This activity. Well, I did. I ended up having to tuck it. Yeah. And then I got up and moved, but it took a little work. There's a hot girl in that class.
Jedi, just play it easy, man.
Damn. Get to it, Mackenzie.
Woo.
All right.
God, Jedi's making a couple mistakes. He's feeling too high on himself right now.
Yep.
Can't tell you if Jedi is going to mess up here because we can't see it.
It's a replay. He did mess up.
Yeah.
And then Mackenzie
got enough on it. He got enough on it.
But boy, yeah. He looked a little slow on the turn there, but it was a surprise that the ball ended up where it did.
Wake up, man.
God damn it. We're making some mistakes now. Come on, guys. Let's wake the fuck up. This is not when you start turning to a pack of fucking idiots. Are you a shower, or a grower?
I hadn't read that as shower at first.
Yeah, shower or grower. I don't really know what that means.
Are you a shower or a grower? So do you grow to your length, or is your length already there?
We're all growers.
There's some people who are just showers, and then they just get harder.
No.
Yes.
No, everybody grows. No, I'm a biology teacher. I'm sorry, that's not true. Everybody grows.
An English major.
True, but I teach biology and anatomy. Everyone grows.
I would love to see that chapter in that book. Chapter 17, grower or shower? ?
Everyone grows. Now,
and shoot through.
Some may grow.
This no matter.
Some may grow more than others, but we're all.
That's true, Derek. Let's just say you're a quarter of an inch and you grow to 6 inches, or if you're 5 inches and you grow to 6 inches.
Quarter of an inch.
Just saying, what? Derek. I'm using the extreme examples here, Derek. Yes, we're growing from 5 to 6 inches. It's still growing, but you're still showing at that point.
Nobody at a quarter of an inch is growing any further than 3 inches.
Derek, it's just an example. It's not like scientifically explain what's happening there.
Yeah. No, there is science to this, Brett.
Derek, it was an example. It's not legitimate. You're like, oh, there's science. I'm not talking. I gave you random numbers of extremes.
I'm just
I'm
saying.
not saying, oh, no, there's science. I know there's
Wait.
science behind you, dumbass.
Your extreme is what I'm saying is we should not pay attention to the extremes of the quarter incher who grows into a 6-incher. That's not happening.
I'm just saying the distance between a quarter of an inch and 6 inches is greater than 5 inches to 6 inches.
Yeah, probably not.
Emphasizing the idea behind a grower / or a shower.
I mean, a guy that's already 5 growing to 6, he's got to be a little disappointed.
Whatever.
Because you're open. You got 5.
So I'm sorry. A quarter of an inch growing to 6 inches, and then there's a 7-incher growing to 8 inches. Is that better? Does that make you feel better about it? It's still showing compared to a growing.
Even if you're a 7-incher and you only grow to 8, you got to wonder what's going wrong.
Here's an example. If you want better numbers, right? I go from 3 to 6.5. I'm a grower.
You're not.
If Derek goes from 5 to a 6.5, you're a shower.
Okay, that's fine. If that's how we want to define it, fine. But I just don't think that's. I don't.
Derek
think
goes from a 10 to an 8.
That's not a reality. It's not a reality. Yeah, I shrink when I get hard.
I bet you don't have this conversation going on a text stream.
But seriously, if you're a 6 and you only get 7 out of that in the end, then something wrong with you.
I just might be happy I had a 7-inch cock, Derek.
No, I'm sure you're happy about it. I'm just saying, like 7 inches is pretty good. But if you're 6, you're hoping to at least get to like 7.5, maybe 8, right? That's all I'm saying. I would say the average penis length growth for most people is probably double what they dangle. Average penis growth length during erection, like super erection, like I'm really hot.
You've seen those.
It's double.
You've seen those statues of the Greeks, and they're like not wearing any pants, and they got these little tiny cocks. You know they grow much bigger than that. Otherwise, why build a statue of the guy?
I would say if you got out and measured it, you'd say most of them had about 2.5 to 3 inch cocks.
Ooh, Musa, go for it.
Go for it. So I would say generally, Kate Callison, by the way, speaking of cocks. Huh?
Is he in right now?
Yeah.
What was that right there?
That
was him for way, I'm guessing.
And it was a good pass by him, too. Good cross.
I didn't even see him come in. We're too busy on our conversation, apparently.
He did a Jordan Morris right-footed cross, too.
Vasquez is in, too, actually. Vasquez came in for Pepe.
Okay.
We were just too preoccupied there, Derek.
With their cock talk.
Yeah.
But scientifically, I believe it, Brett, just to be clear, for most, 99% of the people on the planet, is about a 40 to 50% increase in penis size during erection. Does that make sense?
I hear you.
You hear me?
I just gave. The numbers I gave you weren't scientific numbers. I mean, they're just random numbers to make a point, to elicit a point.
It's softer. What do you say? A grower or a shower?
Grower or a shower, yeah.
Okay. Never heard that before.
I cannot believe you have not heard that before.
As a biology teacher, it doesn't even make sense to me. Your show should grow too. I mean, significantly. Significantly.
Our show's not growing by half, or 40%. What the hell?
Derek, can we get a stiffness to shaft lean lecture? Probably not. I think we're on the line right now of what we can say. Oh, boy. The K-Cal fan club has set new recruits. All right. For the
Jose Reyes goes, I grow 100% from 1 to 2.
Hey, you got to work with what you're given, I suppose.
It's the motion of the ocean, right?
Nah, not really. Not really. Size doesn't matter. It's what I've been told. Now, if you're humongous,
He's offside.
If you're humongous,
Who was offside? But
that's an issue. Like humongous. I'm talking like 12 plus, 10 plus, right? That's too much. Too much. You're looking for that middle ground, 6 to like 9 at best. Even 9 can be painful for smaller women.
I'm saying the special zones within there are only like an inch and a half in. Aiming for that G spot.
Are you? Did you
don't want to. I mean, I'm just saying.
Did you say an inch and a half in?
Maybe 2 inches.
What?
It's enough. It's enough for you just to do this right here with your fingers.
I know. You might as well use your fingers at that point.
I'm just saying.
All right. I know. Okay. I'm being bad. I'm going to stop. Because some people...
Seriously, I agree with Lover. You're like, it's 6 to 9 inches what you need. 9 inches is like going into that 1% out, Derek.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah. I mean, you're really looking for the solid 6. Right? Somewhere around there.
Says 9-inch middle ground, boys, we're done for.
I think 6 is a good number. If I made it seem like 9 was, I meant 9's like too much.
It's slightly above the national average.
It's getting close to too much. 9.
6 would put you slightly above the national average.
I thought you said the average penis size was 5.
That's why I said slightly above the national average, yes.
Slightly? An inch is a long ways.
That's fair.
I'm sorry, but an inch is this long. That's a big difference.
Trying to be nice for the other. I was trying to be nice for the rest of those who aren't 6.
Listen, the whole point of this is you just work with what you got, right? I don't want to be.
I literally just said.
I know
it's the motion of the ocean. You're like, no, you got to have a 9-inch cock, dude.
No, that's not what I meant. I just meant if you're born with a 1-inch penis, you're gonna have to do more than ocean of the potion of the motion.
It's got to be said that we're at the 84th minute and everything like that, and we're sitting here having this conversation. We know we're in a good spot.
Yes, we're up 4-2. There's not a whole lot to talk about right now. But I mean, I want to be really clear.
Yeah, John says 90% of men are somewhere between 4.5 and 6.
There you go. Those are workable numbers, Brett.
Yeah, not the 9 inches that you said we all should have.
No, I said 9's too much. You're getting on the verge of too much for most women.
There you go. Real talk, boys. Foil or scimitar?
What?
That one's past me too.
I know what a scimitar is, but I don't know.
I know the scimitar is the sword, but I'm assuming that's not what he's referring to.
I know. I don't know what that means.
Foil is a alternative to a condom, maybe?
A skinny? Like a foil is skinny and small, but long.
Curved. Well, scimitar is curved, though.
But a scimitar is shorter.
Pocahontas says skinny or fat.
But thicker. I think that's what he's getting at.
Yeah,
okay.
Pocahontas says skinny or fat.
Yeah. Yeah, it depends on the size of your woman, honestly. And her vaginal cavern. Because a really big, thick one could be very difficult to get in.
Take some warming up too.
Whereas if you got a foil and it's really long and skinny, you'll get it in, but you only get like the first 3 inches in or 4 inches in, depending on how small the gal is, right?
You gotta do like a helicopter motion really to get it going.
Just a lot of quick hip movements, a lot of quick hip movements where you're not penetrating too deep.
Casanova says maybe Derek does watch too much porn.
And it's nothing to do with the porn, baby. This is all about real life experiences.
Well, he's referring to your 9-inch comment.
Oh, well, no, I don't have a 9-incher. Or else I might have done porn. I don't know.
At that point, you might as well, man.
I'm impressed with what I have. Let's just say that. But
you
I'm not
got the
9
unit.
inches.
You got the unit for it.
But by the way, you don't have to have a 7-9 incher to be in porn.
No.
There are a lot of guys with like 6 inchers that you just find in porn. So let's not get all wrapped up in the big dick theory. It's good, but a 6-incher will work completely fine. So will a 5, I have heard.
Thank you for following that up. I was about to say, how do you know 6 inches is good, Derek? Musa coming out for Zendejas.
I just had girlfriends that told me that 5 and 6 is fine. They've also told me, and this made me feel small at the time, that 9 was too much. And I thought, wow, 9? I thought I had a big cock, but
there's a TikTok of some lady that was like talking about like 9 inches, and she pulls out a measuring tape. She pulls it out like, where the hell is all of this gonna go? You know, maybe more like this, and she brings it down to like 5 or 6 or so, but like maybe that. It's like, where's all this gonna go?
Well, and then there's the thing where
I spelled by Bucio, by the way.
Yep.
Oh, come on, Cal, get on that.
Some women can take more in the butt than they can take in the vagina.
Sure, there's a lot more room. I mean, distance-wise alone.
Correct. Seek them. Yeah. I mean, we're being very medical on this show about this.
Okay. So there was like a skinny versus fat, and he was asking for straight versus curved. That's why I said a scimitar is curved.
It is, but it's also thicker and shorter. Yeah. So if you have Peyronie's disease, can that be an advantage? Depends on where the G spot is, I suppose. Although,
I mean, when you're talking about like Peyronie's disease and stuff like that, are you referring to like a question mark shape of a curve?
No.
Or are you just talking about a gradual, like one way or the other?
It's a bend in the penis, but it's not like freak out, like, holy shit, it's curling back at him. No, it's not that bad.
Labrador for $1.99 says, first game I'm impressed with combination play. 100%.
Yes,
100%.
It's been great. It's been great. We're just eking out the last 15 minutes here, 10 minutes. Please deal with our banter and our penis.
Nobody anticipated that. No, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition.
And we're not going to get in circumcision again. We've already done that multiple times. But I just want to be really clear that you work with what you got. All right? Wherever you are in your world, and we want to be affirmative for everybody out there, not making fun of anybody with any size penis. You do the best you can. Because guess what? You may not have a giant penis, but you can sure give good head, right? I mean,
wait a second.
What? To women or men, depending on your partner. That's what I'm saying.
I was saying, usually when you hear the term give head, it's definitely directed towards, sucking dick.
Either way, is what I'm saying. And I'm saying that's another weapon. There are lots of ways you can be great in bed without having a gigantic cock or phallus or whatever you want to call it. You can be really great at it and not have the biggest member.
Sure. David D says attack has been good. Berhalter Bull is officially dead.
Yes, Berhalter Bull is officially dead. Has been dead for 3 games, actually.
But he's back close.
We're just seeing the fruits of what this might look like otherwise. Finally. But yes, this has been a great game. Ooh. Did Reem get that? I mean, test me. Yeah.
Looks, he goes, what if your dick doesn't want to point out, but instead praises the heaven? Come on, Vasquez, put that away.
Did he? No.
I said,
No.
that way.
What do you mean? Praises it stands straight up?
I mean, it means it means it's more like points up. Yeah.
Well,
So they're
push it down and use it.
no. Well, yes, that's what you end up doing, of course.
Absolutely.
What else are you gonna do?
I mean,
but the way whether it's pointing out or pointing up like that dictates the position you should in fact do it more often.
That was good, Brad. Dictates.
What dictate? Yeah.
All I'm saying is use what you got.
Yeah.
Get other skills. If
you can do it.
You can do it. We believe in all of you, regardless of your dick size. I think it's.
If worse comes to worse, there's plenty of toys out there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on,
I
man.
just don't want
butter boy.
Just don't want anybody to think we're making fun of them. We're not.
Just so long as they're not under 9 inches, right, Derek?
Well, no, 9 inches is for most women too much. Too much.
I don't know. Let's hear from.
I'm not saying that from experience. I don't have a 9-inch dick.
Let's hear from the women in the population. Any women in the chat? No.
Any women want to chime in on this issue? I wish we did. This would be a great time for them to chime in on this. On that, for women, it'll be different for every woman, right?
True.
But for the average woman, apparently, the research I read and saw, 9 inches is too much. That's too big. It's too big in the sense that you're not going to get a full insertion.
Aronson splits, but then.
Man. Oh,
Aronson!
Oh, Aronson got it back! Come on, baby! Great fighting by Aronson. That was great shit. Nice pass to Scally.
Oh, that was a great pass back too, man.
That's unfortunate. Man, this has been so fun to watch for the majority of the game. Just all the passing, the interchanging, and in the first half, all of the positional switching. And I know
no time for the corner. That's game.
It was all, yeah, that's it. All right. So we gave up 2 goals. That shouldn't have happened. But this was a pleasurable game to watch.
Yep. Our defense fell asleep a couple times. We got punished.
Yeah. And we're not going to give out grades tonight. I think we both need to rewatch this, and we'll do that on – when's the next game, Brett?
Next USA game?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to have a January camp guaranteed, but we're not – the A team's not going to be back until March.
Yeah, so –
That'll be
going to be a while.
Semifinals.
Yeah, it's going to be a while. So this is it for now. We will come back on Thursday with our player rankings. We're going to both rewatch this and do it. But I think a manager rating is something we could live with tonight. And I say I'm giving Poach an 8. Now, the defense needs work. Some of the errors later on. But it looks like we're winning on the result of Panama and Costa Rica.
Panama's up 2-1 at halftime, and they're currently winning the aggregate 3-1.
Yeah, that's
Costa Rica's going to do a big comeback if they have to do it.
Wow, the ref reception for Pulisic much nicer in this one. You see, they hugged him.
Asked for his jersey.
And then Greg and Bruce together again in this photo, but just much more artistic. The guys look like their assholes were totally unpuckered tonight. Like they could do whatever they. When we watch Greg ball, we watch guys with total puckered assholes.
Derek, that's a great point here. Maybe we, instead of doing grades, we need to do by inches. Defense has 3.5 inches. Coach has an 8-inch.
Poach gets 8 inches for sure. I would just say these guys look like they played with a freedom.
Yeah.
That we've never seen them play under Greg with. An absolute artistic freedom. And the way they rotated, very Dutch. Very total football. Maybe I'm blowing this out of proportion because the second half did not look that way. The first half did. And so it was first half this,
Well,
second half totally different. But
the second half, first 10 minutes wasn't that way. Then we scored a goal, and then it was like that until we started making subs.
yeah.
So there was like 10 minutes off, 10 minutes on, then it was sub time.
But this is the most joyous I felt, Brett, in a long time, watching
100%.
a U.S. soccer game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the 2 goals sucked. Yeah, I think they were both falling asleep moments, but
like I said, I mean, US beat Panama, whatever, like 5-1 or something like that during World Cup qualifying, but this was far more entertaining.
Oh, that first
than
half,
even that match.
amazing. Yeah.
Oh,
And-
we need to continue that all game long. And the funny thing is that people make the arguments on Twitter all the time. It's like the US is good for 45 minutes. And then at that point it's back in the question marks. And this game was no different. I mean, quite frankly, we were great for 45 minutes. And then we were bad for 10 minutes. And then we were pretty good for 10 minutes. And then
we got
just
hit on a
maintained it.
counter. We got hit on a counter. But for the most part, I mean, listen, the way we played in the first half was a dream. Like we were talking about, if you didn't watch us for the first half, go back and watch that. Because we were pointing out major differences in the way we played and the patterns of play. Major differences. It was humongous differences. And it was so fun to watch it happen. Since you guys are unable to listen to the straight regards, are you guys growers or showers? Oh my God. Well, we'll see how that works out. By the way, through the 314 of you here now, make sure you like, subscribe, share it with your grandma, and kiss your stepsister. Give her a big hug. Let her know we're all about you guys succeeding. This game was amazing. What we saw in the first half has never been done with the U.S. men's national team ever. It was the closest to total Dutch football ever played by U.S. men's national team in a rotational sense, where we saw Jedi playing left back, center attacking midfielder, center defensive midfielder.
He's out right wing at times.
Right wing, center distributing. We saw
literally
Pulisic
everywhere.
We saw Pulisic at left winger, center attacking midfielder, left back. Everybody was just shifting and rotating. We saw McKennie at left back, left winger, central defensive.
You know what it looked crazy. Like with Jedi? It looked like he was just constantly chasing the ball. Like he would pass the ball off to somebody, and then he'd constantly move up forward to get the ball back 10 yards up, and then he'd move the ball forward again. And it was just he was legit everywhere. And like you said, people, whether it was Weah, whether it was McKennie, whether it was Pulisic, somebody always covered back for him.
Yep.
You know, it was, and him pushing up into the more or less the 6 for a good chunk of that game, granted McKennie the freedom to move forward and do whatever he needed to do. So it's like underneath Weah, although Weah still kind of played more outside left than he did as a dual 10, because in that formation in the previous matches, we saw a dual 10, whether it's BA and Pulisic or Pulisic and whomever else filled in that role. I can't think of anybody else besides BA at this point. But McKennie, I guess, maybe. I don't know. But Weah still kind of played more like a almost an out-and-out left wing to an extent, but he had the freedom to check into that middle.
Oh, and he did.
Do whatever he wanted to.
Yes.
So he basically, the way he plays out right for us, or played out right for us in the past, is how he played out left. And I think that is a great spot for him to be in, because instead of lacing those really hard crosses that he used to do under Berhalter's age, now he's cutting across the box and he's ripping shots.
He can hit a ripper with his right.
Yes.
Like, I mean, all right. Like, I'm going to map this out tomorrow when I rewatch it, and I'll map out all the rotations. And I'll have to pause it, look at it, pause it, and I'll do that, all that. But it was very obvious for all of us watching in the first half that this was a massive rotational thing going on here. But it was absolutely, everybody understood what the rotations were supposed to look like. You do not have Jedi playing left back, left wing, center attacking midfielder, and center defensive midfielder all in one half without that being a plan. That was just one player because we saw Pulisic play left winger, center attacking midfielder, and left back at times, and get back playing defense as a center defensive midfielder. We saw this massive rotation of players. The only two guys that didn't move dramatically were Tim Ream and McKenzie. They were like the hardcore guys in the two back, where everybody else just fucking fluctuated and did all kinds of weird shit we've never seen, like artistic shit, creative shit, like thoughtful creative shit, but also planned, not the triangle bullshit and pass it around the shoehorn shit we saw with Berhalter. This was something we haven't seen from this group of players ever before. This is a, what do you want to call it? A transformation? This was the first step in that transformation.
So yeah, Klaus says this total football talks make me want Ted Lasso, want to watch Ted Lasso. I'm assuming Poach must have watched the Jordan Bulls teams and came up with it. I think to go off of his Ted Lasso comment, I think Poach came in and basically told the team, and hey, it basically did the Jamie Tart speech when it was total football. He's like, you need to stop playing through you need to stop playing to Pulisic and start playing through Pulisic. Yeah. That's what happened. They played through Pulisic. Pulisic got rid of the ball. And guess what happened? All of his 2 goal scoring opportunities came from him crashing that box as the ball is coming back in.
Yeah.
It was less to do with him driving it down, dribbling it 3 or 4 people and trying to cross or do a shot. Gave it to other people. Pulisic made the runs because he has the vision. And he made those runs into where he needs to be to put that in on goal. And that's we've been talking about that for a long time. The reason why he was so successful in that 2018 cycle, despite the fact that we didn't qualify, was because we weren't reliant on Pulisic. He was able to make those runs in behind the defense, and we slotted it to him, or he made the runs into the box. We got in there. I mean, that's the Pulisic we've been wanting to have. But the Pulisic we've had for like the past 5 years or so has been the leader of the team in the sense that he wants the ball at all time, and I respect that. But he can't do it all. So. Yeah,
well, and here with this continuous cycling of the players into different positions makes it very difficult for the defense to figure out who you're supposed to pin your eyeball on, right? Because Weah's a threat. Pulisic's a threat.
McKennie's a threat with the ball.
McKennie's a threat. So is Jedi. And they're all out on that left, continuously rotating in this wild circus that makes sense if you watch it. If you watch it, it's like that shit makes sense. So, I mean,
Casanova says we saw African dogs today.
Well, what we saw was an amazing tactical plan. That's what we saw. Well, and guys that knew the plan, because none of this shit happened through osmosis, Brett. They have actually sat down and talked about this rotation, what it looks like. And that's why we saw so much of Jedi playing as a center defensive mid, then a center attacking mid, and then a left winger. It's like, okay, when is it appropriate for him to do all 3 of those things? That has been clearly laid out to him by Poach. He's not doing that by accident. He's doing it because he's been sat down, talked to, and they have worked this shit through. That's how that happens.
It'll be interesting to see when Dest does come back and if he regains his form, how much more fluid that right hand side is going to be.
Oh, much more.
I respect Scallion. Yes, he'll make mistakes from time to time. His defensive prowess is still pretty solid, and he got up in the attack today, did okay. But it's just going to be night and day to have somebody who plays better off of other people and still has that creative flair.
The interesting thing will be Musa will probably be the person dropped for Dest on that right wing. Honestly, that would be my premonition. That would be my thought on that. So we'll see how that goes. But I mean, we're a long way off of that. We got to see how Dest not only comes back from injury, but then gets back into club play. Right?
Yeah.
We got to see how that works out. This is a serious fucking injury.
Yep.
Some players don't come back from the injury the same way they were before. So let's be honest about that. Laverdad says for $1.99, I enjoyed that watch to a John Holmes rating. John Holmes, I think he was a 12-incher.
Yeah.
I think he was a 12-incher.
I mean, I don't know if it's officially 12-incher, but you did catch on quickly there. Yeah.
It wasn't later in his career. He could only get about 80% hard. Lamar, because he was addicted to drugs.
That's still enough to slip in, huh?
Well, it's hard enough to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Lamar Reynolds, for $2. Thank you, brother. Greg got to see what real coaching is like. I'm sure he did because he was there live.
He's sitting there taking notes. Oh, they can move around. They don't have to be static to their position. Oh, geez.
They can play
fucking opening.
They can play freely. They don't look like they have a stick up their ass. They don't look like they're being joysticked.
Greg was on sideline next to BA going, oh my god, Jedi's not in his position. Oh my god, they're gonna counter and they're gonna do
I'm sure.
Out. Oh my god, what's Musa doing at the 9? He's not a 9. Get back.
Or in the most positive sense, he might have said to himself, that's where I really wanted to take the team eventually. I just never got there. Well, some guy has now had 2 fucking windows and taken you to the fucking cleaners and made us look like the best version of ourselves I have seen in 7 years. So
what if Greg's going, that's right, I brought him to this point and Poach has taken him further. It's all because of me.
I'm sure he's thinking, like, no guy sits around and goes, yeah, I was a failure.
Oof,
I'm sure
I could have done a lot better with the squad, I'll tell you that much.
There is no doubt that Greg sits around and thinks, I contributed to this. I was a part of this, moving this forward. Even though we just took a massive leap from anything he ever did before. This was a massive leap in the way we the style of play, but the patterns of play. The patterns of play were completely different from any Greg team. Patterns of play, formation, rotation, everything way different than Greg ever did. Ever. If this was an A, Greg was a D. That's all I'm saying.
We didn't look like Riley Reid today. Oh, you mean taking it from behind?
Riley Reid. Is that a porn star?
It is a porn star, yes.
Oh, yeah. She's good at anal, I think, right?
I don't know.
I'm just going off the memory, Brett. Just going after, just the memory. Yeah, memory.
You got that burned onto a flash drive?
Maybe.
Some of the classics. Don't worry about that.
Thumb drive somewhere.
3 terabytes of goodness.
Might be thumb drive 23B. I don't know. I'll have to check. Anyhow, I got to go pee soon, so we got to end the show.
That's fine, yeah. This has been a lot of fun.
Yes, it's been a whole lot of fun, guys. We loved it. It was a whole lot of fun. It was a great game to watch. Whole lot of fun. Sorry if we bored you with our penis talk, but that's kind of
how could you possibly get bored with that?
Yeah, I agree. Anyhow, we love you. We will be back on Thursday to review this game. Maybe we'll bring Tact on. I haven't talked to him about it yet. To talk about the whole Tillman thing, who didn't
play today, yeah.
Yeah. So maybe they're thinking the same thing Tact is. So we'll see how that goes. Anyhow, until the next time, make sure you give your stepsister one last kiss on the cheek. And if you guys do anything naughtier later tonight, do know you have our full approval. All right. Until the next time on the Straight Red Card, we're checking out.
That hurt.
I'm really proud of the way that the guys just put in the shit.
Hey, what's it like in Brazil right now? Is it warm? Yeah. It's always hot, huh? Yeah. You really fuck. This fucks more than anything that I've ever fucked before.
You getting that ass, Larry? Know what I mean?